and we're here a couple of days before Christmas in 2020 showing you a little bit about what he is up to these days. My husband is on the camera and it looks like he has a question already for us.
No, I'm good. I just was, or internet was going in and out.
Okay, so we're good to go. Reese is riding. Flower is here to help as well. We were fortunate enough that my husband worked miracles with the ring before we got all the ice and snow. And you can see we've still got a good bit of it. But he's been working on the ring. If you have any questions about that, we can talk to you about that. But let's just see where Potter is right now. So take it away, Reese. I'll walk right in. So right now we're working on just having Potter go forward and in a connection. And we're just trying to get him to take the bridle and be good with that and the connection and being happy going forward when she asks him to go forward. So you can see he's gotten very good about being round. A lot of young horses are not this good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Just a little bit easier. Whoa. Slow down just a little bit more. Whoa. A little more. Just slow it down. There. And work in the big circle. Slow down, Reese. A little outside rein. Just take a breath. Whoa. Nice and easy. That's better. And so you can see he is working away. We're doing actually 20-meter circles, which is pretty impressive for a 3-year-old. Sometimes they don't steer too well, especially at this phase of life. But Reese has been doing all of the riding work with her and with him, and I've been helping her with him. Why don't we throw a smaller circle in there at A? Actually C, but slow, just a little bit. Very good. So we'd love to hear where you guys are watching from, and then we'd love to have any questions you guys might have. Let's change direction there, Reese. That's really excellent. So you can see he's in a loose ring bridle. We have a French link on him, and then a plain cavesson. I don't really like to start the horses out with complicated bits or with flashes or crackles or figure-8 bridles. Just like to keep it real simple. Keep it nice and slow, a little slower. There you go. So he's also been working in this small area that we have with other horses, getting used to traffic, and he's been quite good about that. A lot of horses will get funny, young horses in particular will get funny when they get into traffic for the first time, so you really want to have a horse that's good in traffic working with them.
Michelle is watching from Toronto.
Hi, Michelle.
She says we have more snow than she does.
Well, I would expect you to have more snow in Toronto.
No, we have more
we
snow.
Have more snow. Yes, well, our snow hasn't melted. It's supposed to melt, though. We're supposed to have 60 degrees and 2 inches of rain tomorrow. So that'll be lovely. So as everybody can see, he's working away. He's very good in the contact and the connection. Let's make another small circle there at C. And then let's do a walk transition. Keep it a little slower and a little bit more rhythmic. There you go. Good job. And then go ahead and walk. There you go. Very good. And then back up to
One right now. We're back.
try to get to the horses connecting from their leg to their hand. You can only ask what the horse is willing to accept, however, and so every day we just try to do a little bit more. Maybe another walk transition. Very nice. Good. Let him walk a bit bigger. So this horse has a really lovely big free walk. So that's something we'll want to really keep. keep and work on. And to that end, what we'll do is we'll do a lot of walk transitions and a lot of free walk. When we get to Aiken, and we're going down hopefully on Sunday, he'll start up there and then he'll start doing a lot of hacking. Obviously with the snow on the ground, we haven't been doing much hacking. Our horses actually too have been mostly inside. Hotter than that, all the horses have been in their stalls because of all the snow. It's quite icy and slippery here, and the last thing we want them to do is get themselves injured. So we've cut their grain in half. They're all getting hay and regular work. All right, let's pick him up and go the other way.
Robin says he looks great.
Thanks, Robin. All right, when you're ready, let's go to trot, and then use one of your far corners to pick up your canter, right? So when you're doing a young horse, you want to be using your arena to help you in your transitions. And so you want to use those corners to help him place his body in the right place to get the canter.
Chloe Abijay says, love seeing him go under saddle.
There you go. So you can see he picked up the canter really well. Inside leg to outside rein. We're still trying to press him out to the corners. It's a little tough because the outside of our edges ring are a little crunchy still. Let's make a smaller circle.
Margaret Rizzo McKelvey says, when would you start playing around with different bits or nose bands, and when do you put shoes on your young horses?
As for bits and nose bands, not for a long time. You know, I might go from a snaffle to a French link. This horse has a French link in his mouth. If they seem to be fussier in one versus the other.
We're back.
Go ahead and trot. It takes a while for the horses to get a connection. This horse is just really good in his brain and has come along very easily. He's quite like his mother, Tigger. That Chloe.
Back.
Third level. Why don't you go stand over there? Maybe you'll get better signal. Let's change direction. As for the shoe question, generally I try to keep horses out of shoes for as long as they can go. Most of our 3-year-olds will be coming 4. In the spring they'll get shoes when they get back up here. Slow down just a little bit. Take your time. Second corner here, let's sit and go to canter. It's okay, just whoa, whoa, whoa. So you just missed your cue there, so take your time, wait until the corner by the stone wall, and let's ask again. Slow down, slow down. All right, just trot. So there he picked up the wrong lead. That doesn't bother us one iota. So let's hold the outside rein a little bit more. Slow down, just a second, Reese. Just slow, just a little bit. Slow, outside rein, and ask again. Okay, so I just want to see, slow down, Reese. Find the balance. He just needs to find his feet a little bit. Slow down. Slow down. There you go. That's better. So in the corner with the cavalettis, let's ask him there, and let's think about keeping him a little bit straighter. Almost thinking his head is going to go a little bit to the left. There you go. Well done. So a lot of times when you're training horses and you're getting them to canter off your aids for the first time, you have to be a little aware that in order for them to pick up their feet, what legs have to go in what order. The horse's canter step is the first step on this right lead canter is that the left hind moves forward. Then it's the diagonal pair and the right front. So in order for him to pick up that left hind, he's got to move his weight off of it. So a lot of times, and go ahead and trot and then you can walk. A lot of times when you pick up the canter, and if you've got a young horse bent to the inside, which is what you really want to have done, they'll weight that outside hind leg because they just throw their weight to the outside. So it's not classical, but sometimes you have to straighten them and almost bend them a little bit to the outside to help them get the weight off that outside hind leg so that they can pick it up and strike off at the canter. So we've also been playing with Potter a little bit in terms of him over fences. And so we introduced it a little bit in the free jumping that you guys saw a couple weeks ago. And we've been doing a little bit of ride and jumping work. So Reese, why don't you go ahead and just turn around and we'll walk him over this stack of poles. So what we have there is we have 2 guide poles that are on the ground currently, and then a stack of poles. It's actually kind of wide. Hopefully he won't mind. And we'll walk over it just to give him a sense. If I were starting him from scratch, like if he had never done this before, I'd start with a single pole. And then I just walk back and forth on it, get him comfortable, and then trot him over it. You can see he's not too fussed about it. All right, let's pick up the trot and then just come back at the trot. So I will start the 3-year-olds jumping a little bit early, and I get that a little bit from my friends in Ireland because I think it gets them going forward. Slow the trot just a little bit. Slow the trot. Inside leg there to try to keep him off that inside shoulder. It's less than ideal working in a basically 35-meter circle, but it's what we have for today. Good, and walk on that. So Reese, when you're on the left-handed circle, you've got to make sure you try to keep it straighter, right? Because you're sort of peeling off to the left, the inside. So when you come now, I want you to think about being a little straighter here, okay? Okay, so let's just try that. So again, with the young horse, what we try to do is just build it up so that it makes sense. So in his case, we're going to just raise the one arm, keep it nice and slow. Good boy.
Rebecca Barber said lovely with a hard eye smiley face.
There you go. Now just gonna go ahead, walk for a second and circle.
And then Daniela says he's so big and fancy.
Rather large.
I guess she was here when he was a little baby, wasn't she?
Yep. We hope everybody's getting ready for the holiday. Busy time of year. So now that we've got a proper little fence, I'll put the wings up on the fence to guide them in. All right, let's climb over that. And obviously, if we were doing this in a ring that we had not ice and snow on, we would go ahead and jump him off at both reins, but for today, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, just a little bit slower in the trot. Half halt and then make sure you soften. Nice and straight, right rein here. You can see he's not very fussed. Let's keep the canter and come canter that. Think about the rhythm and the balance. Pull them out with your right rein. Okay, just trot a second. Whoa. So you want it to circle and then we'll pick up the canter again. So you want to make sure you don't get in a hurry coming off the corner, right? Keep that same rhythm, all right, Reese? Okay, off you go to the canter. Nicely done. Right there, a little half halt and soften. Super ride. Good girl, and walk.
Michelle Dunn asks, how many young horses? I gotta scroll back. Do you have in work usually at a time?
So right now we're just bringing everybody back in work from their winter break, fall break after competing. So we have 2 3-year-olds from Ireland that have just arrived. And then I think we have 2 more flying in, 3 coming 4-year-olds. And then we have 1 more coming 5-year-old, a couple more coming on the flight. And then the rest are 5 coming 6-year-olds. And the oldest horse we have is River, the gray horse, who is 7 coming 8. So right now all we have really is young horses. But as for the babies, this is the time of year we start them. So now I'm just going to go to a small vertical. All right, Reese, let's try that again. That was a great ride last time, right? Try to think about keeping the balance and turning the way you did, okay? Poor Reese, there's a lot of pressure on her when she does these videos. She's doing a great job. This is her first young horse that she's brought along, and she's just been doing a super job. Outside rein, inside leg, stay right there. Super, go ahead and walk. Now sometimes with, again, horses that haven't done as much, I wouldn't be so willing to pop the fence up. But Potter's done a little bit, and so I can go up a little bit faster than I would on a horse that was just starting. This is probably his 3rd time jumping under saddle, I think. The last time we introduced a little bit of filler, and he was quite good with that. All under snow. So just doing the real basic things. All right, let's try that. Again, you don't want to really worry about too much placing the horses. You just want to have them come in a good rhythm and a good balance. One more time, keep it a little slower, Reese. It's just a little too fast. Look. Super. Walk on that. So you can see he's not really bothered. Because he's not really bothered, I'm going to start him over a little oftener. Anybody have any other questions for us, Neal?
No, several different people are watching, but
Excellent. Love to hear what everybody's doing for Christmas. Last time we did this, we had what you were baking for Christmas. I think that was for Thanksgiving. So if anybody's baking anything really good, let me know. I'm on cake ball still. I'm on my last batch.
Kristen Lee Kubich says, so cool, what a good baby horse. Is he only 3?
Yeah, only 3. So 2017. So we started him last year and did about 30 days with him. Just because usually our babies do get tall, not this tall, but as you might imagine, starting with the 3-year-old that's 17.1, almost 17.2, could get exciting if he were difficult. But luckily he's very sweet like his mother. So it's been good.
Margaret says she'll be eating cake balls for Christmas.
There you go.
And then Ivan Black Cat says, what a lovely baby.
There you go. There you go. Nice and rhythmic. Take your time. That's okay. Come on. That's fine. Just make your turn a little wider. Try to last month. And so he'll go down to Aiken, he'll get a clip, get his mane pulled, start looking like a big working horse. He'll go out for some hacks and he'll do some cross-country schools. And then Aiken, we're really fortunate to have weekly shows at Bruce's Fields on Tuesdays where they can go and jump around the courses. So he'll do that, and then he'll probably do his first event the first week in March.
Michelle wants to know if he's still growing.
God, I hope not. But probably. Ours usually grow until they're about 6. So I have no idea. Luckily, he's very kind. So we're going to tune out for now. We wish you all a very Merry and Happy Christmas. We'd love to hear anything you'd like to see in the coming year on Training Tip Tuesday. Have a joyous day, and we'll see you next Tuesday from Aiken, where you'll be able to meet the new Irish horses and see our setup in Aiken. Have a great Christmas. Bye-bye.
Say hi, Reese. There you go.